Hello and welcome to Tech with Heart. I am your host, Michelle Calloway. Tech with Heart is all about enlightening and empowering small business owners to be able to embrace technology so that they can stay very competitive and relevant in a rapidly changing digital business landscape. Small business owners are the backbone of America, and we really want to see them be successful. So we are an encouraging community of entrepreneurs where we can grow alongside one another. Today's topic is a very important one. We're talking about systems. Some might say, well, what does a system have to do with business? Well, we're going to talk to you about the 3 systems that you need in order to be successful in business. So with me today, we have a very special guest. Her name is Cheryl James. She's the CEO and founder of CL James Consulting. And with more than 25 years of experience as a senior executive in a Fortune 100 powerhouse, Cheryl has mastered the art of operational excellence. So we're talking about systems that help you with your business operations, but also for sales and marketing. Her expertise is in project and product management because, being able to be organized and manage your teams is very important. She also has the ability to implement cutting edge technology. Tech with Heart, right? We want to make sure that you're embracing technology and automations that come with those technologies. Those are the things that set her apart in the consulting world. So help me welcome to the Tech with Heart stage, Cheryl.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
We're happy to have you here, especially, because small business owners are constantly in a state of overwhelm because they're trying to do the things that they used to do back in the day when technology wasn't so stinking prevalent. So Tech with Heart, here we are. We are here to help enlighten them. We're going to definitely enlighten them. I'm going to ask you first, what is one of the most important type of business systems or infrastructures that a small business owner needs to have in place in order to just be functional and not stressed out of their mind?
So the number one system I would say is to have a CRM. Now, some will say, what is a CRM and why do I need it? So a customer relationship management tool. Every size business needs it, but especially small business owners because they're generally solopreneurs and you're trying to wear all of the hats. Having a CRM helps you stay organized with your customers, allows you to do email marketing campaigns. It allows you to tag individuals in different ways within the system so that you can target them. Maybe some are nurture, maybe some have bought, maybe some have attended events. Use all the functionality of the CRM to enable you to successfully help your clients with that client experience journey.
Right, because it's one thing to have people's names and emails, but it's a whole nother thing to have them be able to be like searched for. Like you're like, oh, I met so-and-so at an event like 6 months ago. Oh, what was their name? Oh, I can't think of it. But then you remember what their business industry was. So if you have a way within the CRM, which all CRMs do allow you to have ways to add tags or add certain fields within their profiles that will help you to be able to search for them even if you can't remember their names. That's a beautiful thing, right? What are some other basics besides just housing the data? What are some other basics that CRMs are used for besides you said email marketing, but like what about internal teams too?
Oh, internal teams. Absolutely. Your internal teams would have the ability to see all the people in your database, your customers, prospective customers, and see notes. Now, I think notes are important, especially when we have teams. You can store your last interaction, last conversation, last email, last document you sent them in your CRM so that if that person should call back, or if someone else has to pick up and take over the conversation, it's clear what has happened.
Exactly. And we use it like that all the time. You can even usually assign tasks within a CRM to your team so that everybody kind of sees like what tasks are due and when they're due. and everybody's kind of all on the same page. So it's beautiful, especially with remote teams where not even everybody's in the same office anymore, right?
Absolutely.
What about like some sales and marketing? You mentioned a little bit about email marketing. That is a form of marketing, but can you talk a little bit more about how a CRM is like that main hub infrastructure and how it would work, like communications going out and then communications coming in?
Absolutely. So sales, marketing, email marketing, whatever you're doing to promote your business, your CRM should be your starting point. So let's say we're doing an email marketing campaign and I want to market to the people that attended my conference that maybe I had last year, and I have those people tagged. You can easily say, send this communication to these people, or you could do a different communication to people who have maybe purchased the product in the past to say that there's something else available. So I think it's critical to have a CRM so that you can stay in contact with your people. Now that goes hand in glove with your ability to deliver to them as well.
Right, but staying on the sales and marketing talk for right now, because I know we're going to talk a little bit about what happens when the sale's made, because
Yes.
you do need a system for that. So we're still kind of focused on that first core system, which is the CRM and how it can be that central hub. So let's talk about like forms and surveys even, right? And how that could feed into a CRM.
Absolutely. So forms, proposals, contracts, all types of things that enable the sales process. You know, a lot of people always say, I just need more sales, but you might get more sales or get more leads and not be able to manage them well if you don't have a system like this in place. It makes it very hard. We all have gone to networking events and come home with a stack of business cards. What do you do with that? Just leave them sitting on your desk? I hope not. But you should be putting that information into your CRM so that you can remember where you met people and you can use that in your sales process.
Yes, there's even ways that CRMs these days will allow you to create, like you can create a digital business card or something like that. And there's ways where you can, especially if you're hosting a trade show, because it's time consuming to enter everybody's data from a
It
business
is.
card. But there are ways where that, when you're entering the data, it could be on a spreadsheet and it could be uploaded to your CRM or something. So there's so many ways to capture the data, but getting it into the CRM and then categorizing it, like she keeps calling it tags. Tags are a way of categorizing and identifying what kind of communications has taken place so far so that you're able to segment. That's another word you hear a lot in the world of marketing, is segmenting your audience. So you can understand now how valuable the old school Rolodex. This is the new way to do things. You gotta get digitized. Even
Absolutely.
doctors' offices and everything, they went through this huge digital revolution like 15, 20 years ago. It was critical for them. So it's not doing it old school way or halfway, half manual, half digital isn't really going to cut it anymore. CRMs are available. There's some with a ton of robust power. They usually do those robust, powerful ones that can do a lot of outreach and communication on your behalf, do usually come with a fee, but there's free CRMs you can use. But it just depends on where you're at, because if you start with a lot of free things, ultimately as you grow, you've got all these platforms that they're not really communicating well together. And so that could kind of come back and bite you in the rear end a little bit. I know if you want to talk to us about it, you can reach out, but she's hitting it on the mark. We're going to move into the next critical infrastructural like system that you recommend beyond CRM. You talk about sales.
Yeah.
What about happens
Sales.
after the sale's made, girl? What do we do then? Ah!
Exactly. And that's exactly what happens to most people. They're like, great, I got this sale. Now what? I'm petrified. What do I do? The next systems that you have to have is an onboarding system. What's an onboarding system? You have to have a way to get all of the critical pieces of information out to your customer. The days of I'll send it to you when I get back to my desk are long gone. People are in, Twitter speed now. They expect things to happen very quick and very easy. So you should have an onboarding system that as soon as someone says, I want to work with you, you can hit a button and the proposal should go out. They should sign that and you should get it back. The next piece of information, maybe it's an invoice, that should go out. You should get acknowledgement when they've paid their invoice. And then the next thing maybe in your process could be, okay, schedule a time on my calendar. Or it could be, if you're selling a digital product, that just gets emailed to them. You should not have to do anything. And I'll tell a quick story. I was on vacation last year. My husband and I were in Jamaica and sitting on the beach. And while we were sitting on the beach in Jamaica, I get an email that says, Client A has signed the contract. Client A has paid the invoice. Client A is now on your calendar when you get back from vacation. I'm still on the beach in Jamaica, but that is because I have my systems in place to do all of those things. As far as that client is concerned, I handled their onboarding very efficiently. They didn't have to wait for anything. They weren't calling, texting, emailing me. They might not have even known I was in Jamaica. But you need to have those things in place to enable your process as soon as the sale is made.
Being able to do business online is crucial for survival, especially during times of social distancing. So how do you survive and thrive in the sea of digital noise? It's a lot like fishing. You need to know who your perfect customer is so that you can use the right kind of lure to attract them. We help you catch your perfect customer and retain them for future sales through highly converting websites, influencer mobile apps, getting you featured in the news and on TV. Hi, my name is Jerry Bowden, U.S. Army veteran and president of Revealio Software Solutions. Our goal is to help you rise above the competition, be seen as an expert authority in your industry, and embrace technology to stay competitive for long-term success. It's more affordable than you may think. So reach out to us at Revealio.com and together we will make your business come alive.
So there's this dream that most business owners go into business because they obviously want to make an impact. They want to make a difference with the product or the service that they're offering. But then there's also this dream that as a business owner, we're going to have more freedom.
Absolutely.
So what she just described is real true freedom, right? Being able to be on the beach and still making money, cha-ching, cha-ching. That's what we're here to help you do. Get to that point where you can know that your systems are in place that are actually making you look far more professional. Let's talk about the value of how you're perceived as a professional through this onboarding system, whether it's done well or whether it's done not. What happens? Well, you made the sale. Congratulations. Now, are you impressing them? Let's talk about that. Do you have a scenario in which you can tell that this is going to be an impactful part to get somebody to be even a key customer or an ambassador of your product or service?
I have a real, I'm going to call use case. I worked with a client a year or so ago who was $1 million coach. She had tons of clients. She was making the money. It looked really good from the outside, but when we walk through the process, like what does the onboarding look like? Because one of her challenges that she suffered with wasn't making the sale. She was great at closing, but it was retaining clients. And she had a negative reputation in the marketplace. So we were trying to figure out why. Well, we found out that when you said, I want to work with you, you might have to wait a week to get the proposal. Why? She had no systems in place. So she had to communicate that to her virtual assistant, who then had to do something to get the proposal out. Well, you know, if people are impulse purchasers, you've lost them. They've moved on to someone else. Same thing with your invoice. Same thing with delivering your product, fulfilling the thing. If you are poor at any part of this process, you get a negative reputation and people will start to spread the word. We all know, maybe we don't know the metrics around this, but when it's face to face, I can only tell one person that I had a negative experience. But thanks to the beauty of social media, I am now telling thousands of people not to do business with you. And there is huge reputation damage when it comes to that.
So we're going to go back real quick to that CRM and how the important role that super critical foundational one, that is like the laying the foundation of the house that you want to build, your business being a house. So even your onboarding systems can be created, the automations can be created, the email notifications of when there's going to be a meeting, if it's a group coaching thing, or the actual deliverable of certain materials right out the gate can be delivered via an email right away. So the CRM could be critical in saying, so that when this person purchased this, not only are we going to log it in the CRM that they've made that purchase, but then boom, right away, an automation goes out and they get a message. Then they're receiving what they're looking for. And then that sets the stage. And if you have your automations in place with the CRM or any other software you might be using to deliver the product, it should feel very flow, right? Because you want people to feel the value of what they've invested in right away. And then there's also this system that you can incorporate as part of your onboarding, is that can we get them to review your product or service? If it's been a really good relationship, you want those social proofs that she was just talking about to be an automatic ask. You want to make it easy with the click of a button for them to go do the thing. So all of that can be pre-programmed, and you're just going to be like, I don't have to remember, oh, did I send that person a request for a review? Or, oh, who did I send that email to? Oh, I hope I remembered to include everybody. Back to your core system, your CRM. This
Absolutely.
is some good stuff.
It is good stuff. And, I
Yeah.
just want to throw in a little note here is that I don't want people to think that they should be afraid of systems or technology. This is here to help you. It is here. Just imagine what our world was like before we knew we needed an iPhone, or smartphone. Just imagine. These are things that you absolutely need and will make your life easier. And to the earlier point, it doesn't have to cost you a small fortune. It really does not. Now, I'm not saying that free is always the way to go, but you can get systems that are where you are and give you space to scale. Let's be honest, guys. If you bake cakes and you're great at baking cakes, you're probably not good with workforce automation. Get somebody who's good at that to set it up for you, explain it to you so that you can run with it.
100%. And again, that's why Tech with Heart exists. If you would like some, guidance around systems, we definitely can have that conversation. I know Cheryl's here to be like a good guide. She really has all that knowledge around all the things that you will need. So she might be a really good advocate in your corner to help make sure you're going about it in the right order, because that's super important too. You don't want to get that horse in front of the cart and say, well, why isn't my business growing? Because the horse is over there just munching, saying, I guess I'm on break. I don't know. There's nothing to do. The cart's in front of the horse. Is that what I said? No, you want the horse in front of the cart, not the other way around. If I did misspeak about that. So we're going to talk around the third most important of the three systems. So actually they're all equally important, but the CRM foundation, the onboarding is what's going to make you a success. And then the third one, let's talk about, what about financials?
Financial management. I find that this is an area that a lot of people don't think about, especially in the world now of like Cash App and all these other things. I would say the third systems are accounting, expense tracking, and if you have a team, could be some type of payroll expense system. Having the financial systems in place enables you to not only track your money that's coming in, track the money that's going out, but it also helps you if you are looking for grants, or when it's time to file your taxes, or you're looking to apply for loans. Your financial stability and your ability to demonstrate it is critical in all of those areas. It is not optional. You have to have some type of financial system in place.
And the best online systems you could do for that when you're trying to collect somebody's money and like you're sending them an invoice, it's really great to make it possible for them to pay you with a click of a button. That is really, really where it's at right now. The one click buy, Amazon kind of just ruined everybody's expectations of, oh yeah, you have to click here and then you have to go over here and you have to fill this out, whatever. Yeah, we all need to make it super easy peasy because people's attention spans are just really, really short and their perception of you is valuable. So you want to show up fairly digital, right? Because of the fact that that's the era that we live in and we have been living in it for quite some time.
Yeah, I totally agree. And when you think about it, most people are on the go. They're not, tied to a desk. They're doing so much more on their phone. So making it super simple for them. And also, because the systems are here to serve us, it should be simple for us. So this is another way where you can have automations and tags and have your information categorized so that when payments come in, they're automatically in your system as they need to be so that you don't need to spend hours at the end of every month trying to move things around and figure out what happened. You should have it set up that way from the beginning to make it really, really simple to hit a button and get your reports at the end of the month.
100%. I know there's a few things that I kind of want to add in back to that very first one, which is that CRM, which is a really great, like just communication system, whether it be marketing, sales, inbound, team, all of the type of communications. With the advent of AI chatbots have been around for a minute. Now we got AI conversational bots going on. Those could actually be feeding into the CRMs. Like for instance, somebody goes to your website, right? And they say, oh, hi, how can I help you? I'm so-and-so, their AI assistant. You can actually have a conversation now with that assistant, just like we can with Alexa or Siri. But when the person's like, hey, the AI says, well, hey, tell us a little bit about your business. We can help you get it so that when that person responds with their type of business, that gets entered into their profile on their CRM. Now, how valuable is something like that?
That is amazing. Just imagine how much time it saves. And you guys will hear me talk about saving time because as a small business owner, how many of us say every day, if I only had a few more hours? Or if we only had one more day in the work week? Well, I'm going to be honest and transparent. I don't want another day. I want my systems to be in place so I don't need another day and I don't need more hours. As you can hear, I like being on the beach. I really do enjoy it. So I want more beach time, not more hours in the seat. So getting your systems in place, and I love AI. AI is fabulous when used correctly and when you use it with your systems to ensure that your customers are being taken care of.
You are hitting on all the points. I really think that anybody that's listening to you right now is probably thinking, oh, okay, Cheryl, I think I could just really love to have some time talking to you maybe about my business. And do you offer free consultations? And if so, where can people go to reach out to you?
Yes, I do offer free consultations. We offer free discovery calls, consultations, and we also do a systems audit that is complimentary. So you can contact me and we can get that scheduled. My website is cljamesconsulting.com. My email is cheryl@cljamesconsulting.com. And you can find me on LinkedIn at Cheryl James.
Thanks, that's wonderful. So I recommend you reach out to her because again, one of the things that we know about being in business is that we're not meant to do it alone. Tech with Heart community's here. You're welcome to come check us out. You can join for free. You can come to our events. Hopefully Cheryl will be showing up regularly some of our events so she can be like, we can like, hey Cheryl, what do you think about that? Or what do you say about this? Because she's, your systems operations consultant right here. She's got the know-how. She knows what you're going to need. Also Tech with Heart's here to help if you need any guidance on that. But I want to also say, Cheryl, you've been doing this for a while. What is a thought or a phrase? Because a lot of small business owners, I'm sorry, they're just stuck in overwhelm. They're stuck in fear. They don't believe that they can do this. Regarding this topic of systems, what is a thought or a phrase you would like to leave impressed upon those that are tuning in right now?
So my thought is, in order to scale from wherever you are, whether it's from 0 to 100 or from 100,000 to 1,000,000, you have to transform your chaos. And that's what we help you do, transform your chaos into cash.
Well, that sounds pretty awesome. Who wants chaos? I want more cash. Obviously, there's a need for cash. With more money, you can do more powerful things. So I want to thank you, Cheryl, for being here on the Tech with Heart show. For those of you who are tuning in, if you would like to come check out our community and our live events where you can come and you can be enlightened, but then you can also have opportunities to ask our experts questions and get the answers that you seek. Go to techwithheartnetwork.com and join our community. If you're a thought leader and you have a proven valid system or a proven valid technology or a strategy that's really crushing it in today's digital business landscape, we really want to hear from you. We'd love to interview you on the Tech with Heart show to empower others to be successful as well. So you can reach out to us at techwithheartnetwork.com and fill out our speaker form. We'd love to see you on the show. So if you're a small business owner, I want to congratulate you for accepting the hardest job that there is. It's even bigger and harder than being a mom. That's a big and hard job. But we want to also encourage you that you're not meant to do this alone. But we believe that you can do it no matter what your age is, no matter if you're tech savvy or not. So here's to your success.
Your story needs to be seen and heard, and your brand needs to be revealed. Revealio elevates purpose-driven businesses into the spotlight through video storytelling, augmented reality video marketing, and professional website design. Get discovered online or in the news. Be featured in national magazines or host your own TV, podcast, or live radio show. Together, we make your brand come alive. All it takes is Revealio. Visit Revealio.com to get started today. Minority and service disabled veteran owned.